Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at how to buy and sell a stock or ETF through the investing and trading app M1 Finance. I'm going to start off with showing you guys how to buy and sell a stock with M1 Finance on your phone first, and I will also then transfer over to a desktop version of the platform. I'll leave a timestamp in the description or in the timeline so you can jump right ahead if one of the or the other fits what you need. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna see after you have initially made your account in M1 Finance, you are gonna be greeted by the home screen, which is gonna look similar to this. However, you're probably not gonna have any recent transfer activity, and you probably aren't gonna have any money invested. So before we go ahead and buy or even sell a stock in M1 Finance, what we need to do is first create a portfolio. What I like to do, I go to Invest, and this is my created portfolio with my Roth IRA. But for showing you guys how to do this, I'm going to have a dummy account, and this account I'll use to show you guys how to set up your first pie, or as it's really called, a portfolio. So the first thing we need to do, this is where it gets slightly confusing because right now I'm creating a portfolio, I'm creating a pie. However, it tells me right down here, create pie. If I click that, I am making a portfolio within a portfolio, okay? So don't get confused there. I'm already in the process of making a pie. That's what this is right here. When you see a screen like this, you are making a pie, you are adding to your pie. So if I click create pie, okay, it says create new pie. That is making a portfolio within a portfolio, which is kind of a little bit beyond the scope of this video. What we are gonna do instead is add a slice to this pie, okay? And now we see this looks like your typical run-of-the-mill search engine for a brokerage account, and it divides things into stocks, funds, expert pies, which this is basically if you want to take from someone else's portfolio. M1 Finance gives you default portfolios that you can just select and then contribute your money towards and purchase from. However, I'm assuming you guys want to pick your own portfolio, so we're going to look at some stocks here. So let's go ahead and search, let's say Target, okay? And it allows you to search both by the name of the company and also the ticker symbol. So if we didn't know that Target was TGT ticker symbol, we could have just typed Target, which I did. To add it, we push the little plus button over here all the way to the right, and it gives us a blue check mark. And we can see up here it says add slices, and it shows a 1. So let's say we want to add something else. We don't want just Target. We want, say, I don't know, we want a Tesla stock. And then we want Costco. There it is. And then, I don't know, Coca-Cola. There it is, KO. Okay, so now it tells us we've added 4 slices or about to add 4 slices to our pie. We click Done. And there they all are. And as I said before, M1 Finance is a portfolio system, so it's going to manage things in percentages. So we need to make sure that with these 4 stocks, they all equal out to 100. Now, I could do the typical, put these all at 25%, which would, of course, give me 100%. But maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want one to have a higher weight to it. Maybe you want to weight things higher with Tesla. So you say, I'm going to do that 50%, and then I'm going to do this like 15%, and then there. Now you've equaled 100, and you can go ahead and continue. So let's say for all purposes with this video, you wanted that percentage allocation to your stocks. You would then go ahead and push continue, but maybe you didn't want to have the name of your pie be called example for YouTube. You could click it and then change it from there, okay? I'm not going to do that because it helps me remember what I'm doing. I then push continue. It does its magic, and there you guys go. We can see that the edits we made to our pie are now listed. Tesla's at 50%, Target 25%, Costco 15%, Coca-Cola 10%. If you're wondering, could you just have one stock if you wanted to just invest in Tesla? Yeah, you could. You would click just Tesla, and then you would select 100%. So 100% of the money that you allocate to your account and then purchase with your account would go directly towards that stock. That's pretty much how other brokerage accounts work. However, M1 Finance uses the PI system. Okay, but here's the thing, and here's the important lesson to remember, that we have not actually purchased or bought anything. We have just simply made a portfolio. So to show you guys how to purchase a stock or purchase our portfolio, because that's what we're making, we made a portfolio. So how do we purchase our portfolio? For that, I'm going to use my Roth IRA account because I do have some buying power. I do have some money located in here, so it's going to allow me to demonstrate the process. This would be the same process if we were back with the portfolio we just made with Costco and Target and Coca-Cola and Tesla. I'm just showing you guys here because I already have money deposited into this account. We go up here to Manage PI. We are going to go and click Buy, okay? Now, this is going to be completely dependent on how much buying power you have or how much money you have transferred to your M1 Finance account from your bank, which that's a process outside the scope of this video. So for all purposes, I'm just going to click $5 because that's all it's going to allow me to demonstrate. I'm going to click Continue, and then it's going to say, do you want to actually allocate $5 towards your entire portfolio that you have made? If I wanted to do that, I would push Confirm Buy. It's telling me that this action is going to take place 9:30 a.m. the next day. That's the trade window that M1 Finance gives me for my Roth IRA. I don't actually want to do that. But if you guys wanted to actually purchase the stocks in your portfolio that you made, this is the process, okay? So just because you made a portfolio doesn't mean you have actually bought anything. You have to do this part, okay? So don't get confused there. If I wanted to sell off stocks and positions in my portfolio, I would do the same thing. I would click Manage PI, Sell, and I would click, I don't know, however much I wanted to sell off, $100, okay. Continue. Then it says, do you want this to happen? It's going to give me the same trade window. I would confirm sell if that was the case, but it's not the case. I don't want to do that to my Roth IRA. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the desktop version of the M1 Finance platform. I think the desktop version gives you a little bit more clarity on what you're doing. However, I typically use the app in the mobile form. Okay, so just like with the mobile app, when we open up M1 Finance on a browser, we are once again greeted with the home screen, which tells us our net worth according to the app's positions that we hold. It shows us our recent transfers, and it's going to give us some other information, which we really don't need to cover in this video regarding borrowing money from the brokerage account and creating a spending account with M1 Finance. We just want to know how to invest, how to purchase a stock, and how to sell stocks. So once again, we're going to come over to Invest. And as you guys can see, this is the dummy account that we just made with the M1 Finance app. We called it example for YouTube. And these were the positions we picked up: Tesla, Target, Costco, Coca-Cola. All right. So let's say we want to just start from scratch because maybe you skipped ahead in the video and this is what you wanted to see. We are going to come down here to Edit. And then we are going to, just for the sake of this video, because I want to show you guys the process from scratch, I'm going to delete all of these positions in the portfolio. We need to first add a slice. Now, I mentioned in the mobile app version, if we click Create a Pie, which is the process we are doing now, this will make a portfolio within a portfolio, okay? Now, you can do that if you want, but I think for simplicity and also for just ease of use, it's best to go with add a slice if we don't want to have pies and within pies or portfolios within portfolios. So once we click add a slice, it looks like your typical run-of-the-mill brokerage account search engine. So if we want to search a stock or a ticker symbol, we come up here. It says search by symbol or company name. So if you only know the company name, you can type it up here. So the examples I gave were Target, which I need to actually spell right. Okay, and there it is, TGT, Target. And it gives us the information right off the bat. It tells us, you know, some simple stuff about how it's trending. It gives us other stuff about market cap and current price, okay? Very brief stuff. M1 Finance is very brief on the amount of information it gives you in comparison to TD Ameritrade or apps like that, which are very bulky in terms of their content that they put for you to learn. If we want to add this to the pie we are making, and I mentioned this is where things get weird, it uses the terminology add to basket, which basically just means it's adding it to our shopping cart so that we can make our portfolio. We haven't added it as a specific slice yet, so we add it as a basket. And there at the bottom of my screen, hopefully you guys can see that, it shows that Target Corporation has in the bucket to be added, in the basket to be added. So if we go back, we can go ahead and put in some other holdings. Say we want Apple, or we want Nintendo, and we want Visa, okay? And the reason I'm picking 4 stocks is for simplicity of the video. We would then go to add down here at the bottom in our basket with Visa, Nintendo, Apple, Target. We click add. Now, thankfully, in the desktop version of the program, it does automatically set everything to 100. In the app version, it was making me set up these numbers. As I mentioned earlier, M1 Finance works off a portfolio system, and all of these holdings need to equal 100. You can arrange them in whatever way you want. You could put this one at 50 and then go from there and arrange these so that the numbers work out to 100. If you wanted to have, I don't know, everything pretty much go to Apple, you could have this at 90 and then everything else gets, whatever's left over to get it towards 100. Okay? There. And it tells us, remove 2%. I don't know why you'd ever do this, but I'm just showing you guys how it works. If you wanted to have pretty much everything go towards one stock, you could do that. If you wanted to just have Apple stock in here, you could do that too. You could take out Nintendo and Visa and Target, and you could push delete. And then we would just have to make this be 100%. Okay? So that is how you add stocks to your portfolio, and it's also how you remove them. Okay? So then let's say we have Apple here, and that's all we want. We push continue. It's asking for confirmation with the changes we made to the stocks that were already in here. We push confirm. And there it is. Okay, so down here it tells us that the slices we have is Apple, and we have an actual target allocation of 100 for that one stock. Okay, but here's the thing, and I mentioned in the mobile app version, we have not officially purchased anything. We have just simply made a portfolio. In order to actually invest money to buy a stock, we need to, first off, have money into our account. In my Roth IRA account, you guys can see I have some holdings, okay? Here they are, and they really aren't important, but for the sake of this video, I have to use this account because I actually have purchasing power here. There's money actually contributed towards this account. So, let's say we are back in our other account. All we do is come over here to buy and sell. We click that. It's loading our order, and it's as simple as making sure the highlighted button is on buy or sell. We put however much money we want. For buy, I can only put $5 because that's the only amount of buying power I have. I'd push continue. It's asking me to confirm this. It tells me that it would happen at 9:30 a.m. the next morning because that's the buying window that M1 Finance gives me for my Roth IRA. However, I don't actually want to do this, so I'm going to push back. And for selling, same thing, okay? And I push continue, just making sure that the highlighted green, yellow thing is on sell. I push continue, confirm sell. It would happen at the same time, okay? If you do have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them the best I can. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.